You have fucking glasses on?
Fucking nerd. Oh,
Yeah, I just stopped at Lens Crafters today. Had to get my eyes checked. I'm seeing marginally better now.
Just marginally. Trey, do you have perfect vision?
uh, what's funny is the only time I recall getting my vision tested, I was like 15, and my eyes were so good. They were actually better than 20/20 vision. I had what someone from 20/20 vision could see from 13 feet away, and one of my eyes I could see from 20 feet away, and the other was the same thing but 15 feet. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So, I don't need glasses either. So we can actually go to heaven.
Yeah, I actually heard that anyone who wears eyeglasses is automatically just kicked out right at the pearly gates. St. Peter spits on them, sends them to hell. It's a whole thing.
It's actually true. Disabled people aren't allowed to go to heaven. That's what the churches have been lying to you about. I'm not joking. Read the Bible.
No, okay. I mean, I just never really thought of a lack of clear vision as being a disability.
It is. It's makes you worthless. But today we have a special episode. It's three of us today. Three good friends. And we're not really reviewing a beer. They're both drinking Yingling. They'll talk about that. I'm drinking these Moscow Mules by, I guess, I can't read it, so
Are you talking
here's
about
the label.
where it says mule?
It just says Mule 2.0. It's a little too sweet in my opinion. Moscow Mules shouldn't be that sweet, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I tried one of these mules. Very, very much a lot of ginger beer to it. A lot of ginger beer. It's not. I prefer Cayman Jack's brand of Moscow Mule, but that's just me.
Not enough vodka, too much ginger beer.
Yep.
How are you guys feeling about the Yingling?
Well, so far I'm actually really impressed. I think most times I've tried Yingling, it's been out of a can. This is my first time trying it out of the bottle, and I don't know why that makes such a difference for me, but an astronomical difference. It's no Stella. Stella's my favorite, without a doubt, but this is, I mean, a lot more solid out of just like a pretty common beer than I was expecting.
What kind of hints are you getting from it?
Hints?
Yeah, like slight flavors from it.
You think I'm a professional like you guys? Yeah, I mean, it definitely...
Take a sip. Aerate it.
The notes.
Warming up. Oh, wait. Taste that top milk. That cream. Pure vanilla. Oh, wait, that's a beer.
Yeah. I think I haven't been a fan of Yingling like ever, but trying it tonight, it's not as skunky as I remember, if that's the word, like as bitter. So I'm enjoying it. I feel like this might be my new go-to.
I feel like Yingling is the beer that is hoppy enough if you like IPAs to drink if you can't get an IPA, but if you're not into IPAs, it's actually a really good option to like try out and see if you could like IPAs.
Yeah, I think that's fair, especially because like I'm not generally an IPA kind of person, but I've been slowly growing to like them. So that could also explain, even beyond just the whole bottle versus can thing, why I'm kind of feeling the Yingling a bit more tonight. But yeah, it's definitely not bad at all. Like I said, I mean, if you're looking at just like common things in a store, I'm basically automatically just comparing you to Miller Lite, which is trash. So like, as long as you're not in that tier, I'm pretty happy with my purchase. Like I know I could have done worse, but this is solid. I mean, it's definitely not bad. It's no Fat Tire, it's no Stella, but it's good.
So, we brought Trey on because he said he had some important questions to ask us that he felt like drunk daddies needed to answer.
Yeah, well, not even as much as that you guys needed to answer these specific questions, but the people need to know how you think on your feet.
Okay.
You guys walk in with these questions pre-planned. They don't get to see the genuine reaction without a little bit of thinking.
This guy thinks that we do our homework, and they're just not basically random anyways.
Well, I mean, okay, they're basically random, but you're expecting them.
Okay.
Maybe you're not thinking about them. But yeah, I mean, I've thought about a couple questions. You know, some are very serious, others even more serious. I mean, so if you wanted to, I got them right here. I can pull them out.
But hashtag back to the last sode, if you watched it, rate all three of us. Austin's not wearing the MAGA hat, so you shouldn't take any negative debuffs this time.
I'm actually mad. The last episode's not released yet, so I have no idea what they're talking about, and they're doing this just to spite me.
So okay, so you got Vinny, you got Trey, you got Austin. Go ahead, drop in the comments some rates below, just for shits and giggles.
Let me show them my eyes.
Is this just based off how attractive we are?
Yes, yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
my
don't
blue
look-
eyes
you
really
look
don't show.
crazy.
Wait,
you don't look insane at
No
all.
fair. Wyatt got to show off his assets in episode 1. Let me just.
And then you really scoop. You scoop
It's a
between
very-
the cheeks.
I've got very scoopable cheeks.
All right, we're ready for your questions whenever you are.
Okay, yeah, no, I thought we were talking about my cheeks, but I guess we can move on. Yeah, so some of these are really serious, others even more serious. So we'll start with something pretty serious. Tits or ass?
Tits or ass? I'm an ass man. I like the cake. I feel like it's a little bit more fun to spank. I get a little weirded out when they're like, hit my titties hard, and I'm just like, oh, you're one of those. It's one thing to choke and like spank the ass, but when they want me to slap I will. Just, you know, if you're out there, you want me to slap your titties, that's cool. But yeah, also, you know, better have a nice ass for anal too.
So yeah, I'm definitely an ass man as well. It's a toss up. It is a tough like debate because you know tits are great. Can you argue against that? Are tits not great?
Tits are good.
Yeah. So
but they're not everything.
Yeah. Okay, but
Maybe I'm just slightly more, you know, accepting of men too.
so wait, hold on. So let me rewind. I don't want to hear that.
Homophobic.
Small tits, but a good ass. Do you prefer that or good tits and not a great ass?
If they have a Hank Hill butt, I can't handle. Like I was dating a girl in high school who had like at least C to D tits, but she literally had a smaller ass than I did, and it was like just not there, and I could feel like her tailbone when I grabbed it each time, and I was just like, I don't like this. But if she has like some mosquito bites, I'm not as opposed.
No, yeah, okay, so 100% I can agree. Like in high school, same shit. Like you can literally feel their ass cheekbones, and it's not cool.
No.
It's not fucking cool. Like,
It's not their fault though.
Get off my lap! You're hurting me.
Yo, it's true though. But you know, it's one of the reasons I wanted to ask that question was because, is it me or was it like, I don't know if it's because of the internet or what, but I feel like early on, like prior to like 2008, I feel like everyone was into boobs. I feel like everyone was into boobs like 15 years ago.
That's because white women were more popular back then, and
What
that's all they
changed?
had.
Yeah, what the fuck happened?
It's
happened?
because white women aren't the sexual beings all
9/11.
end beings. I don't know. It used to really be just as skinny as possible
Yeah.
and as big boobs as possible
Yeah.
instead of being thick. Nowadays, it's all about being thick, having
Big,
the fat in the
juicy
right
thighs.
places.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm baffled because I don't know what happened, but I am an ass man at this point, so I'm affected by whatever the fuck.
I mean,
zeitgeist change happened.
Did you see the baseball player who deflected the baseball with his ass?
I mean,
That's an
Yeah.
ass I can get behind.
I go to sleep every night and I close my eyes and that short video plays behind my eyelid. tits. I can't get that man's cheeks out of my mind.
Sometimes, I mean, I had a coworker before where I couldn't stop looking at his ass because of how fat it was, and he'd be like, "Bro, stop!" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, your ass is too fat. I can't."
How were his tits?
He had regular, man tits, so I wasn't really turned on by that. But
So you were turned. So okay, we need an answer here. You were turned on by another man's ass.
I mean, I couldn't see how hairy it was. If it had no hair on it, and I just saw a picture of that,
yeah,
I could probably do something with
dude,
that.
pulls his pants down. There's no hair in his ass.
I'd be like, "Hey, bro, you want to get intimate?" He
All right.
was the one I had a threesome with.
I
So.
was guessing.
All right, I'm grabbing another beer. We're gonna move on to the next question once I get back because this one's spiraling. I'll be right back.
That question went exactly how it was supposed to.
I also have questions.
That's my phone you just dropped.
I have to fix it. Anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You broke my phone?
I
Oh.
had the case on and everything,
Wait,
and I
you
dropped
broke
it.
my
I dropped
phone?
it, and it
You
smashed.
broke
I did.
The revelation. This has to be on the podcast. Hold up.
He broke
Wait.
phone!
Explain what happened.
So I broke Trey's phone.
You fucking piece of shit!
We went out. We had done the podcast, finished doing the podcast. We went out, hit the bar, had a few beers. I come back. I go to take a piss. I pull the phone out to look at stuff while I'm peeing, and it falls out of my hand and it hits the toilet bowl just right, and it smashed the screen. I actually showed him a few videos on it today, and he didn't even notice.
You broke my
It hit just right.
Not only
I kept the screen protector on. I kept the case on. I never do that. When it's my phone, I never have a case or a screen protector on. But I did that because I was borrowing it. So now I have to pay to fix this. And I dropped it
again. And you know what started this conversation? Him fucking dropping it. And you know what? Not only did you drop it when you broke it, you dropped it onto a fucking toilet seat.
What was in the
Literally one of
toilet
the
seat?
most-
If the toilet seat was there, it's made out of plastic. It probably wouldn't broke.
It was the
It
porcelain.
hit the fucking porcelain just right.
Unsanitary.
I'll
Piss covered.
eat off of it.
Fucking. I bet you a bum has.
But what's the next question you want to ask if you're not too heated?
Right, yeah. No, I'm pretty heated. But is what it is. Okay, so what is the wildest conspiracy that you guys believe is true? If you don't have
you
one
not
off
watched the first episode?
No. Yes, I have. Did you ask this question?
Yeah, we went over this.
The conspiracy you think is true, specifically?
I think is true. Okay, what wildest conspiracy do I think is true, personally?
Yes.
I'll let Austin answer.
The moon landing did not happen.
You actually believe
I
that,
remember
or are
you
you
talking
just
about.
trolling?
I'm very divided on this. Okay.
Explain the flag. Explain the flag. Why is it blowing? It's on the moon.
Explain to me, please. There's footage. Maybe we can cut to this. Do we have a scene set up to be able to cut the footage?
Not with just one monitor.
Okay, no worries. So if you look up on YouTube, look up the video of the lunar pod leaving the moon. And there's fruity pebbles that fucking fly out from underneath it. Like rainbow sparks that fly out from underneath it. And it takes off from the moon back to Earth. And it looks like a Stanley Kubrick fucking film. I don't know how to explain it. That's the only thing that's been convincing to me that it's not real.
Our video technology was not that advanced back then, so it probably couldn't capture everything how we could capture something now. Another point is, do you think our technology was so advanced back then with cameras and lasers and everything that we'd be able to fucking fake that? It'd be harder to fake it than actually do it with the technology that we did have back then.
Well, I mean, that's always been one of my... And I've never been the kind of person where I'm like, damn, I'm going to look into the moon landing now. Which is probably why I'm also still baffled by the fact that that flag blows in the wind on the moon. But, one of the things that didn't make sense about it to me from the get-go is just like, yeah, technology was so shit. And I don't know if I really follow on the line of thinking that it would have been harder to fake with the technology. Like, my question is, I don't know that I've ever seen a broadcast from space today. You know? I mean, live streams now over the internet to satellites 20 feet away, but, like, back then there wasn't anything like that. How did that broadcast even work?
TV, probably radio signals, like how TV works, like just broadcasting. There's a huge delay, obviously, because we don't have what we have now. But that's how it probably would work. I mean, I had my ex's sister's husband would be like, oh, we watched the NASA stream today, and they'd be like, okay, we're turning on the gravity switch, and then all of a sudden have gravity, and they're like, okay, we're turning off the gravity switch, and I've never even heard of NASA having a gravity switch.
That's some Dragon Ball Z shit.
No, they just, astronauts free float in space. They, like, you even see it when they come back to Earth and they do interviews, they'll put like a mug up and then let go of it, and it falls as they're doing something else because they forget about gravity. They're like, I don't even know where he was coming from. He was very retarded. But I guess next point. Let's go.
Well, you don't have a conspiracy that you believe in at all? None?
A conspiracy, I guess, like...
This man listens to NPR. Let's be honest. There's no conspiracy.
I mean,
I believe what he's told.
I believe in the conspiracy right now that all gas companies are working together to keep the prices high when a gallon of gas costs as much as in 2008, yet our currency has inflated. So why is it more expensive when it should be in like 2008 prices?
I feel like I just watched NPR.
I just want to comment. 2008 was
Bad.
at an all-time high for gas.
Yeah.
We were paying like $4.50 a gallon.
I mean, I can look it up. Apparently now is the highest we've ever paid for gas on average.
It just passed that. Like, that was the high. Well, I know for me, the one conspiracy that I heard and I just can't get out of my head. Have you guys ever heard the thing about them laundering money at, like, mattress companies?
Oh, mattress firm? Why is there
Yeah.
18 different mattress firms?
And then ever since I heard that, every time I see any of those places, I immediately pass another. The parking lots are always empty. I can't think of a single fucking person who buys a mattress from a mattress store. Not one. You buy them offline. You special order. Like, if you want a very fancy like thing, you get it off. You know, you get a purple or you get a. I spilled beer all over your bed, Austin.
Go get some napkins.
I'm working on it.
There and there. Like, he has paper towels right there.
Hands him the microphone.
Party foul. Let's kick Trey out.
This is why I'm not on the podcast. I feel so bad. I feel like a big doo-doo head jerk.
That's worse than cracking a phone screen.
I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you for being right now. I literally feel worse about this than you feel about breaking my fucking phone.
I actually don't feel bad at all.
No, you don't. You don't. I feel terrible right now. My face is red. I'm glad it's not on the camera.
Oh my god, that baby has to sleep in that bed.
Oh yeah, in the corner of the bed. That's where
That's
the
where they
baby's
put
gotta
him.
sleep. They
Or
put
her.
the baby in the corner.
They put
That's where
the
they
baby
put
in
him.
the
Don't
corner.
put baby in a corner. Austin, don't put baby in that corner.
I'm so janky. Look at
With
this.
your toe hanging out.
I got
You're
holes
just
in my
showing your
sock.
toe.
Austin gets to edit this podcast.
Fuck no, dude.
What do you mean no? It's on your computer.
I don't have Adobe Premiere.
I'll log in.
I'll log in.
You get to edit this one.
Log in for NVIDIA. I'll log in for this.
Yeah, I did have to log in for NVIDIA.
I don't know who decided to put a beer there, but fuck that guy.
That guy was an asshole. He comes
Fucking
up with
idiot.
stupid talking points too.
Okay. Ow. My pride. Let me see your questions, Mr.
I got good questions.
Mr.
You're not allowed to look at
Oh, I'm not
before,
allowed to look
because
at yours?
this is supposed to be
Oh,
spontaneous.
is that it? Okay. All right, we'll do a wide question next.
Yeah, we'll do a wide
All right,
question.
we'll do a
next.
wide question.
No, I'm
next.
Vinny.
Well,
We'll cut this out.
I thought this was getting cut
We'll
the whole
cut this
time.
out.
This is definitely getting cut out.
Austin's definitely getting cut out of the podcast.
This is the part where Austin shows his cake. He turned
How mad are you at Trey right now?
so mad.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
9.
Like a 9, yeah.
Fucking 9.
No,
Fucking 9.
He's like, at least I don't. He's gonna, you know what? You're
You
gonna
know
have to
that
pay
one-
for his security deposit.
Oh,
You know what? I gotta take a piss, so.
Oh my god, Austin, you're ruining the podcast.
What if I just take the chair?
We'll make him get in our chair so you don't actually spill beer on his bed again.
You know, I asked for a chair.
He's an impolite
I'm
host.
just putting it out there. I did ask.
He's
for
a
a
bad
chair.
host,
I did ask.
you know. But what can you do?
Drugs. Lots of drugs.
Yes. How are you liking being on a podcast?
So far, it's been great up until the point where I made a big ass of myself knocking over a beer.
Yeah. I mean, I say things all the time that I don't mean on the podcast.
Like earlier when you said retarded.
No.
You meant to say retarded.
Yes.
Why were they retarded?
Oh, because they believe that there was artificial gravity in space.
Oh,
the space
yeah,
station.
your family, yeah.
Not my family.
Oh, who was it?
My ex's
Oh, your ex's
sister's
family.
husband.
Oh, this is much more believable now.
Yeah. I mean, my family's stupid too.
Yeah, I was thinking,
My mom would believe that.
honestly,
She one
that was-
time asked me, "Are all Muslims terrorists?"
I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
Such an innocent question, except not
From a
at
boomer
all.
white lady
Literally.
who doesn't know how not to be racist.
I just don't know what to do. I mean, Fox News keeps telling me. Who am I supposed to believe? The Bible?
The Bible
Or
says
Fox News.
Muslims are terrorists.
The Bible says Muslims are terrorists.
They're infidels.
I'll soak it up with my ass cheeks
It's
and
completely
just sit
wrong.
on it.
Do you have a thick ass, Austin?
My wife says I do.
Okay. Okay.
ask for a chair.
Is there a chair for him?
No, it's okay.
No,
There's no
no.
beard
There's
in that.
you're literally got your feet on a chair.
You fucking hell.
He goes, "Is there a chair?"
This guy. This
Here,
guy.
It's a stool.
You can take my footrest.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Alright. Pause for 30.
Pause for 30.
So we
haven't
can
been
cut.
paused the whole time. Oh.
So welcome back. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Welcome
That's the
back.
cut. Yeah.
I just burped. Anyways, now it's my time for my question for these two. Cat or dog?
Dogs all day, dude. You just put my question on blast for like 10 fucking minutes, and then you ask me cats or dogs like it's a fucking question. And oh, by the way, cats.
So dogs,
Okay.
I'll say. So I'm glad that we're on different pages here because this will be good. Cats, they don't want to fuck with you. They don't want to like listen to you. Like dogs come up and they're like, "Yo, dude, I'm happy to see you. I'm here for you. I'm your servant." And then cats come up and they're like, "Yo, I'm gonna swat your fucking toe right now."
This is how everyone who's never owned a cat talks about cats.
I've owned
but my
cat.
real-
Wait, hold on. I've
don't
owned
need
cats.
Did I talk when you were talking? Just kidding.
Go ahead.
Wait. Because they're your servant? Listen to how Austin says, I need a servant. If they're not listening to me, get the fuck out.
It's an animal. It's not my servant, but that's how dogs feel. Okay, dogs come up to you and they feel like they're your servant.
So you just want if they don't feel like your servant, you don't want them around, like even people. Is that why you like demeaning women?
Well, yes, that's why I like demeaning women. But okay, we're about to get these cords fucking crisscrossed as hell. but,
Anyway, so about why cats are better.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, the whole servant thing, yeah, I can point a laser at my door. Cat closes it every time. Every time. I ask my dog to come. He pees instead.
Okay, so yes, dogs require a little bit of training. Cats, however, cannot be trained.
False.
False.
You know
have
how I
not
trained?
seen-
You know
have
how
not
I
seen it.
trained my cat to use the bathroom? Watch this. I took her home. after buying her for $20 as opposed to the several hundred to $1,000 that a dog would cost. And then I put her down in the litter box. She immediately peed. She's never missed.
That's great, dude. And now you have to fucking scoop shit out of a box for 12 years.
False. I use a sifting litter box. Never have to touch it. Never have to use a scoop. I just sift, dump it all in the trash. Keep coming at me.
Also, you don't pick up dog poop. You wouldn't pick up your dog poop if it shits in public areas?
Never.
Never.
No, never.
If he poops in public areas, you don't clean up his shit.
Nope. I'm that person. Sorry. Not sorry. My dog. Nature calls. Do you care about squirrels shitting? I never thought about it,
A
to be
squirrel
honest.
doesn't take as fat as a shit as a dog will.
Yeah.
I don't want to step in dog
have
shit.
you stepped in a squirrel pellet before?
Probably. I
Yeah.
probably have.
Exactly.
I've stepped in dog shit and stuck on my shoe, and I have to clean it. Like, Jesus. If you were my fucking neighbor, and I was looking out my window, and your dog shit in my yard, and you didn't clean it, I would shit on your doorstep.
Dude, if I was your neighbor, I'd let my dog shit on your yard every fucking day.
Okay, so every question keeps getting so derailed. Not to keep adding to it, but I'm gonna take this on a bit of a tangent. I'm gonna tell you guys something I've never told anyone, and this is a dark story. I don't know why I'm putting it on the internet. It was a dark moment in my life. One time I had to shit so bad in my yard, and I had to go upstairs to get to my house. I wasn't going upstairs. I just shit in the yard.
I've never done that.
I had to. There was no choice. It was the pants or the yard. But here's the moral of the story. Would my cat have eaten that shit? No.
I don't think so.
Did my dogs? Yes.
Yes. Alright, I got the most heated topic, actually, on the face of the planet here. iOS or Android?
iOS. All day.
Why?
It's the simplicity. It's the connectivity between devices. I have AirPods. I've got an Apple Watch. I've got an Apple TV. If I had a MacBook, it would make the connectivity between all devices. It's just what Apple has done with their ecosystem is a beautiful fucking thing. Android has not been able to.
You don't like
that.
open source?
Open source is great. I love if I have an Android phone, emulators are free and easy to get. You don't have to worry about like working around the App Store. But aside from that,
You can download apps outside the App Store without like any bullshit either.
yeah, APKs. Yeah, it's cool and all, but I like at the end of the day, I use Apple for the functionality.
This is coming from a Magapede where Android is like open availability. You can download illegal stuff if you want to. iOS is very strict, very governing, which speaks to like both like political parties somehow, where Republicans are small government and everything, yet they keep wanting to restrict your rights.
Yeah, no, I mean that was last week's episode.
Still haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, I'm still 100% iOS. It's a beautiful operating system. They know exactly what they're doing as far as like I mean, not to denigrate Apple at all either. Like my mom had an iPad. She never had an iPhone before. She had a shitty Android phone. She upgraded to an iPhone, and because she had the iPad, she knew exactly how to use the fucking phone. That's the great thing about Apple. It's like it's so the simplicity of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's give and take with anything, right? But I've had both, and I started with iOS. I mean, all my first phones that weren't like flip phones, garbage, like trash Go phone shit, they were iPhones. You know, my first few phones were all iPhones. I finally switched to a Galaxy Note 9, which was the phone that Wyatt just broke. And, you know, I really enjoyed it. And there were a lot of things I wanted to use Android for. The emulators you mentioned, the APK files, all of that. But, yeah, I mean, as much as I hate to say it, I kind of have to agree with you, Austin. But I'm salty about having to agree. You know, my reason for going back to iOS eventually and back to iPhone is because they really, really kind of force your hand. You know, they make it unpleasant to not be using their system.
Green text.
Green text messages, shitty Snapchat photos. You know, it's like, how can I have a better camera just statistically down the line, and yet these people are taking photos with their iPhone that look 30 times better than mine.
It is insane how, like, Austin's iPhone camera looks 10 times better than this webcam. And this is a Logitech, like, pro webcam that's supposed to be using for streaming, yet it's still so grainy and blurry.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't understand how they do what they do. And, you know, I think a lot of people, too, when they side on the Android side of things, it's less so about, you know, what Android is doing and more so about, like, they don't like the fact that Apple doesn't originate things. You know, they take things that have already been established by someone else and then they just make their own version or perfect it, you know.
Like, how do they use Samsung screens and make them look so much better than a Samsung phone?
But they do. They literally do. And that's the thing, you know. And I feel like a lot of people, you know, they take a lot of pride in having Androids because they originate things or, you know, they're the ones coming up with the concepts. But at the end of the day, Apple turns them into something that is just a pleasure to use.
They perfect it,
you know. And also their marketing is just genius, you know. When, like, fucking try and get someone to join a Google Duo call and then ask someone to FaceTime. There's a difference.
Yeah.
All right, next point. Would you rather be really short or really tall?
This is a stupid fucking question. Really tall. Have you ever seen a status on Tinder that says, hey, if you're taller than 6 foot, fuck off? Like, no. But I can tell you I've seen dozens and dozens that tell you if you're under 6 feet, don't bother. Sorry, LOL.
And then when you ask them how much do they weigh, they get heated.
Yeah.
So heated.
Yeah. Weight is suddenly such a
hot button topic.
Yeah, it kills them to answer that question.
Kills them. It's like, oh, you better be over 6 foot. Well, how much do you weigh? That's not important.
The only thing that kills them more is the heart disease that they'll develop from their obesity.
That's why I can't get behind is all these like fat acceptance posts where it's like doctors need to stop asking your weight. It's not important. And it's like, no, a lot of things, like a lot of health complications come from how much you weigh.
Yeah, I've seen the cards that they hand their doctors that say, you know, don't weigh me unless it's really medically necessary.
My 1,000-pound life. Don't weigh me, bro. Don't.
Hand the card over, yeah. No, yeah, I mean, I would rather be tall. I feel like I'm like average height, but I'd rather be 7 foot or whatever the fuck than 4 foot or whatever, you know, whatever the options are here.
All right, 6'5" or 5'5"?
6'5". I mean, one, you have at least the option or potential to make millions and millions and millions of dollars as a pro athlete, and the other, just because of your height, fuck off.
That's
like,
very true.
You can be a pilot or you can be a multi-millionaire for throwing the ball well.
Yeah. One, you have to use your brain. The other, you get to use athleticism.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that all tall people are going to make it in sports, though.
No.
They have a way better chance, I bet.
Yes.
Of course, yeah. If you're talking about basketball, yeah, of course.
Even football. You can't be like, there's very few 5'5", like Darren Sproles. He was one of the guys who did make it. I think he was like 5'5". He was a running back.
If you're really tall, what are you going to be, a lineman?
You can be anything. Gronkowski's 6'7". Tight end, wide receivers are tall. What was Calvin Johnson?
6 feet. They're usually between 6 feet, 6'3". And then when you're talking about quarterback, the most, you know, influential position in arguably all of sports, much less obviously football, you know, like Drew Brees, he's a great, but he almost got way undervalued because of two things: his shoulder and the fact that he's 5'10". 5'10", and they were concerned about him seeing over the line. It's important. Especially because the way the NFL runs and like most of these like actual professional sports organizations run nowadays, like you have to go through this draft process where you're being like hyper criticized on all these small little things. With football players, they make these giant deals out of the size of people's hands. Like your hand is 0.5 centimeters too short, and they're like, fucking bust. Don't even draft him. Waste of a pick.
Yeah, no, I understand completely. So I think we're all on the same page. Super tall versus super short.
Yeah.
Super tall.
I'm glad I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
But what's a point you got, Trey? Bring up your shit.
What's your most unpopular opinion?
Unpopular opinion?
Unpopular.
I have a good one. Shit, what is it? I don't like sushi. Well, so many people are fanboys about sushi, but I really don't really care for it.
Why don't you like sushi? What's wrong with it?
I'm not a big fan of the texture.
Is it the rice?
The fish. I don't like fish.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, it's too fishy. First off, most of the time, it's too fishy. Calling out you girls. It's too fishy. The texture's just weird. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just not a big fan of the taste or the texture of it.
So it was unpopular opinions.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
He has none. He has no embarrassing memories.
No, I feel like most of my opinions are unpopular. So just
name one.
Just pick one.
Like just
say one.
I don't know.
Oh my god, here he goes
I
again.
don't know.
Whenever he has to make like an actual like, I don't like something, it's so hard for him. Or I have the most embarrassing memory. I don't have embarrassing memories because they're all embarrassing.
I've blocked them out. Okay.
I don't like that opinion.
Yeah. What's something that you don't like that the majority of people like?
That's just the same question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm rephrasing it so you can answer it better.
I don't fucking know.
Cut off jeans.
Cut off jeans, sure. I mean, I feel like a lot of people.
A lot of females like them.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah. If any cute ladies, like the okay, got a wife, got kids.
That's the name of the podcast.
I don't know. I feel like this is a tough one without any preparation to answer. Sushi out of nowhere, like, yo, good. I applaud you for having that, but I don't have the fucking answer.
What about you, Trey?
Yeah, sushi. My opinion is sushi was a shit answer. Okay, and here's why. There's so many different types of sushi. How can you just say you don't like sushi?
Because it's my right as an American.
All right, next question.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Oh, pick a good one.
Oh man.
He has no good ones. He can't come up with good talking points. He's not Vinny from Drunk Daddie.
That's true. Vinny is an absolute beast. What's the best television show that's no longer on the air?
Malcolm in the Middle.
That is a good answer.
Malcolm in the Middle
was really
so good. They would say things and do things that you couldn't get away with on TV these days, yet still keeping it like semi-family friendly. Like as long as the kid's at least 10 years old, I wouldn't mind my child watching it. There was just like one of my favorite episodes is there's in the store they're selling malt liquor, and they have this African American man like holding a mop and a 6-pack of malt liquor, and it says, "Come try some Slappy's liquor today." And his mom's like, "Oh, that's racist. We can't have that in." And the store wants to keep it, so Malcolm tattletales on his mom about throwing it away. And then his Malcolm's father's having a poker tournament with all his black friends. He just has his only friends are black for some reason, but so his mom makes it a point to be like, brings in the sign and says, "My son fought to keep this sign up that's clearly racist. How do you guys feel about it?" And then they're all like, "Look at us having to answer another white person's problem about racism." And it's just so gold.
It actually, I mean, that ages really, really well over time. I mean, Austin, for you, is there anything that like stands out?
About Malcolm in the Middle.
Well, I mean that, but also a show.
So yeah, Malcolm in the Middle. I mean, great fucking show. I love what's his name? You know, Walter White. Walter White. For me, the show that stands out is Duckman, Private Dick, Family Man.
What the fuck?
So it was on the USA Network back in the day, back in the 90s. It's Jason. What the fuck is his name? George Costanza from Seinfeld.
Oh, that's cool.
Voices Duckman, and it was like a pioneer for like Family Guy, South Park. This was out before all these shows, and if any of the audience knows the show, really good cartoon that is like sarcastic and filled with like pop culture references from the time. Very, very much a pioneer for Family Guy, South Park, Simpsons, all the shows that we know and love today.
You know, I miss Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Yeah, another one
that one was really
great.
funny.
Yeah.
Where it's like the first animated fucking like interview slash late
show.
night,
Yeah.
like a late night show, like Late Night with Trevor Noah or Late Night with John Oliver. But it was an animated guy who would bring on like random guests and like talk to them, and then just be like, "Oh, they're phasing out. They're phasing out. We can't hear them."
I never heard of this.
I remember the one with Jim Carrey. It was so good. Jim Carrey was interviewed by Space Ghost or whatever the fuck his name was, and just like you said, just like entertaining as hell. One of the first, like you just said, another show that like pioneered a certain genre of TV.
You know why I miss the most though? Mike Tyson Mysteries. I'm so sad that it got canceled. It had such funny fucking moments in it. Like it killed me all the time.
Yeah, I was not expecting that show to be as funny as it is, but when you showed it to me and I watched, I mean, I've only seen a handful of episodes, but good God.
It's just so stupid that
it's just ridiculous. So it's absolutely absurd. Just everything that happens is just insane, and I can't believe he seems like such a, you know, not to bring up Mike Tyson, I'm scared he'll get mad at me, but like I feel like every time I see him in an interview or anything like that, everyone's always walking on eggshells. You know, everyone's afraid of saying the wrong thing and pissing off Mike Tyson. How the fuck did they get him to say the shit he says in that show?
Did you hear about the was it shit when he beat the shit out of somebody on an airline who was like fucking with him the whole time?
I mean, to be fair, that's just fucking annoying. Like at a certain point, I mean, and you know what you're asking for. If you're on an airplane with Mike Tyson of all people, you're like, yeah, this guy bit off someone's ear for no fucking reason. Let me annoy the shit out of him on a plane where people are hyper sensitive to annoying shit. You know, everyone's already afraid of getting a baby behind them. Instead, they get a grown adult who's just harassing them.
I mean, that makes for a good story, though. It's like, hey, bro, I got the shit beat out of me by Mike Tyson.
Fucking worth.
I mean, the weird part was like the guy was like, so his friend was sitting across the aisle from him, filming him, and he was like, "Yo, look, I'm fucking with Mike Tyson." So it's like, what the fuck did you expect?
The only thing I can think is that he expected to get hit in the face, and he probably got exactly what he wanted. I just feel bad for Mike Tyson having to be the one who gets kind of lampooned by the media and everyone else for, you know, dealing with it.
So why is Friends such a garbage show?
Well, so real quick, I heard the guy is pressing charges on Mike Tyson.
What?
So yeah, I don't know what the case is there. He may be out for money, but you want to continue on that topic after that, or
I mean, I don't have too much more to contribute, to be honest. I That's what it is being a celebrity. Is That's why you pay for private security so they can beat the shit out of somebody and you don't have to get sued for money or charged.
yeah. So what was the next question? It was
Why is Friends such a trash TV show?
I mean, I can tell you why from personal experience. It's just so bad, dude. You watch it and the jokes aren't funny. The laugh track is like forced as hell. Joey isn't funny. Ross isn't funny.
Chandler, not funny.
Chandler can be funny.
Kind of funny. Okay, I'll give him that. But yeah, nobody is really funny. None of the female characters are funny. Sorry.
I mean, Jennifer Aniston just shows her tits all the time because they said don't wear
Yeah.
a bra. It's like, oh, we got views.
Yeah, I'll give it that. Like, I definitely have watched it for the fact that she's braless for like half of the fucking show. Yeah.
The plot line's garbage. Oh, Ross got me pregnant. He cheated on me. But we were on a break.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because that's one of my big things with that show is the whole we were on a break thing. Like, say it happened to you, you're dating someone, you guys call it quits. You know, you say we're on a break, we're no longer like a thing, and that night you have sex with someone else, and the next day they want to get back together. Did you cheat?
No, they wanted the break. Rachel wanted the break.
That's how I've always felt about it. And like, I get so surprised when people are on the other side of this and are so passionate. Like, I'm not saying it wasn't a scummy thing to do, but like,
It's not cheating.
it's not cheating.
It's like, you said you loved me. Well, you wanted to go on a break. How did I know you loved me at that point?
Yeah, I honestly think my wife is on the other side of this. I think my wife is.
Bring her in.
Bring her in.
Hold up, let me ask her real quick. You guys keep this going. Let me ask her what her
Opinion is.
You want another beer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna take the time to also talk about why Friends is shit.
Thank you.
Well, actually, you know what? More important point.
Important.
Important. It's very important. You know, I watched Friends basically during a depressive episode just for 2 weeks straight, like on my couch, all at once.
Not forced by a girl.
No, it was just sad, and I had seen everything else that was like relevant on Netflix. And when I watched it, I was baffled by what's his name? Fucking Chandler's weight gain and loss.
Oh, it's from his drug addiction.
Yeah, and then learning about his drug addictions, and it's just like insane.
He would
like,
go
you
from
wanna
being
see-
on coke to off coke, and he just gained 100 pounds to minus 100 pounds.
Like, you want to see how hard drugs will like fuck you up, just like fuck up your life. Like, watch Friends and just look at Chandler season to season.
Well, honestly, they might benefit your life if they keep you underweight.
Yeah, that's what, like it's like when people smoke cigarettes and they're like, yeah, I mean, I've tried to quit, but then it suppresses my appetite and I just gain so much weight. It's like, no, you're just trading addictions. I mean, you're giving up one dopamine release and you're filling it with another dopamine release. And I'm not gonna say that I don't have a problem with stuffing my face all the time, but I don't know. I just think it's a really shitty reason to be like, yeah, I can't quit my unhealthy thing because it makes me do a different unhealthy thing.
So, Austin, what did you get your wife's opinion?
Wait, so real quick, what were we just talking about?
How Chandler would gain 100 pounds, lose 100 pounds because of his drug addictions.
Okay. So I just talked to my wife about it. She said, imagine this. We're together for several years, and we have one argument, and I tell you to leave, and say it's over or whatever, and then you go fuck somebody. Is that cheating?
No.
And I had a hard time answering that though, because if you're with somebody for so long, and they tell you to leave, doesn't necessarily mean it's the total end of the
Well, you said
relationship.
she said you leave, it's over.
Yeah. It doesn't. So
If I'm not fighting for anyone, there's the fucking door. If you're not happy in the relationship and you want to get out, get the fuck out.
I agree, but the way she just put it, like, I don't fucking know. Like,
Okay,
if it's me and my wife, and that happens, she says leave, and I go and fuck somebody that night. I don't fucking know, dude.
I mean, were you really in love at that point? Probably not. Is anyone really in love? Probably not.
Well, here's the big difference too. I mean, you said if it was you and your wife, she's your wife. You know, I mean, from what I remember on Friends, Ross was like in love with Rachel for like his entire adolescence. She basically ignored him and treated him like shit the whole time. Like was definitely not interested. Finally gained interest, and then like decided she wanted to take a break from the relationship, and then got mad at him for sticking his dick in someone else.
Yeah, like, imagine how devastated you would be if the girl you loved your entire life just said, I want a break. I don't want to be with you right now. You would definitely, and his friends goaded him into cheating on him. Or, not cheating, he wasn't cheating, but goaded him into fucking another girl because he was rebounding.
He knows a lot about this episode for someone who hates Friends.
I hate Friends. My ex watched Friends all the time, so for us to spend any quality time together, I had to watch Friends.
I understand that.
Is that why you took a break?
Wait, what?
Is that why I took a break with her? I mean, wasn't my choice, so I fucked another bitch, and I didn't cheat.
Yeah, so I understand that. Yeah, if I was in that position, I don't know if it would be that night. That's what's weird about it for me. It's like, oh,
did he do it that night? Was
you got
it that
somebody
night?
else lined up. I don't know if it was. I you know what? I don't watch Friends.
And that's the way it should stay. Do you think they heard that? And
Yeah,
that's the way
if you
it
watch
should stay.
Friends and you think it's a good TV show, feel free to tune the fuck out. Like, we have a certain audience, and we don't need you people in here.
I don't mean to cut you off. I just love how every week we alienate more and more. we go for certain groups. Last week we were like stoners. You guys are the absolute scum of the earth.
What was it before that? You believe in? Was it shaky?
Oh
Reiki?
yeah.
You believe in Reiki?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Every week we say something new. Oh, you believe in Reiki therapy? Don't be our fan. Just get out of here.
If you like folding airplanes, paper airplanes, watch. I like folding paper airplanes.
Damn.
If you like Bob's Burgers, really good show. They're putting a movie out. I'm
Wait,
trying to
they're
watch
putting a
it.
movie
They're
out?
putting a movie out. I'm so hyped.
Have you seen the thing that like all of those voice actors, they play the characters in their voices except for the person who plays Linda, who like is a guy who's
It's a
been
guy.
doing the voice like I guess well before it ever ended up being a show. Like he did it in like skits and like YouTube and stuff.
The guy was actually thinking of not performing as Linda anymore because women have such a hard time getting certain jobs that he was going to quit so a woman could have that job, so he wasn't taking that role away from a woman.
Cringe. Dude, get a fucking life, dude, you virtue signaling piece of shit.
Jesus
damn.
Christ.
We're
No,
excluding another group of people from this podcast.
I mean, god damn, dude. Get
Trey
your fucking
also
money.
agrees with this.
Get your fucking money and stop caring about if women women will get jobs in comedy and in business and Hollywood
When they deserve it.
They will get it. It's not you are not impeding that. You fucking pussy. God damn.
Damn.
I mean, we talked about how women only deserve 70% of the pay as a man in last week's episode. So, like, you know, we shouldn't even let them become actors or voice actors because they wouldn't get paid as much. It's not fair.
You gotta stop the injustice before it starts.
Yeah, just don't let them get jobs.
Yeah, no, I mean the 70 again. This is that was last week's episode.
If you can't make a coherent sentence, you're out too.
That was last week's episode. The 70% on the dollar thing, whatever the fuck, 70 cents. Again, the guy is. It's just like the guy. It's again, in my opinion at least, the guy from the Cleveland show who played Cleveland on Family Guy was quit because he thinks that a black person should have the job. For years we loved Cleveland. What the fuck does it matter who's actually voicing it?
I honestly couldn't tell as a white person that he wasn't black.
I had no idea until
I'm not
this
racist.
moment.
I just found out I'm not racist.
I don't see color.
I don't hear color.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Hey, who do you guys? I think this was a argument we had at work one time. What do you think would win in a fight? A silverback gorilla or a bear?
What kind of bear? That's important. Go grizzly.
I feel like grizzly's like top dog bear. Well, Kodiak's kind of just like a bigger grizzly, but we'll say grizzly.
All right, a grizzly bear would kill a silverback, no problem. They could cut the head of mooses off with their claws easily. They're a predator, so they know how to go for the killing points in animals, where gorillas are like, I think they're omnivores. They might be like straight vegetarians, where they'll defend their tribe, but they're scared of fucking like like panthers and shit, or not panthers, tigers. I don't know where they live, but big cats. They're scared of big cats. I feel like a grizzly bear would fucking decimate a big cat.
Okay, but I mean, gorilla is you're put in a fucking corner with a big cat, and they're gonna decimate that big cat.
I don't think so. They get killed all the time by big cats. Yes, they might be strong. They can hit it, but their main attack is their canine teeth. They bite. That's their main attack.
Okay.
They're not like in the headspace to like just grab the fucking tiger and chuck it.
But have you heard of going ape mode?
Oh, true.
Going ape mode where you just beat your chest a bit.
Yeah, you beat your chest and then you pick the predator or object up and you toss it 50 feet away.
A grizzly bear could. I don't think. Maybe a ape could toss a grizzly bear. Maybe. Grizzly bears weigh a fucking lot, and for a grizzly bear to be able to kill a full-grown moose, I'm sure Trey can let you know that full-grown mooses are like tanks.
Yeah, they're fucking huge. If you crash into a moose, like you're just undercutting its legs and like getting smashed through your windshield. And I mean they're like huge, freakishly like huge animals. That being said, I mean, Wyatt, you seem very, knowledgeable about both gorillas and grizzly bears and their, predominant attack motions.
Shout out Seth the programmer.
Shout out that.
He's the one who did that video that I recently watched that I pulled all the information out of my brain from.
Okay,
that thing was original.
So how many gorillas does it take to beat a grizzly bear?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Just one.
Fucking savage.
Alright. You pretend to be a gorilla. I'll pretend to be a grizzly bear. But I get a gun.
That doesn't fucking
I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think the grizzly bear is gonna be able to do much with the gun.
I feel like if you gave a grizzly bear a gun, he could figure it out.
One thing about grizzly bears or just bears in general that I've always thought is like they're definitely the animal that is the most easily domesticated. Like I feel like if we wanted to, we could all just have pet bears. But the issue is it's so impractical. They're so big, they eat so much, they'd be so expensive. But I've seen so many videos and like, instances where people have literally just like taken these, abandoned cubs and raised them into full-fledged bears that just like could not give a shit about being around people and are just like totally friendly.
I wish I could pull up the Eric Andre video where they put a grizzly bear on set and then Hannibal Buress like shits his pants.
Yeah. No, but Trey's right though. I saw a meme recently where like somebody took a baby grizzly bear or a brown bear cub to fucking a dog shelter because they thought it was a dog.
Wow.
And the grizzly bear or the little bear had the fucking time of his life before the people there working were like, this is not a dog.
I love the videos of like the bears getting stuck in cars and just looking like goofballs. Like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm here.
I saw one of those today.
Bears are, actually, I don't know, you guys might have covered this one. It's kind of basic, but I'm just coming up with questions off the top of my head that feel right. What's your guys' favorite animal? Because I feel like bears kind of all over it for me. Like, they're everything. They're
I
cute.
like owls.
Owls?
Owls. They have special feathers that make them silent when they fly. Then they're just like really good predators when it comes to hunting. They have those special ears to where they can hear like even the tiniest little mouse.
It doesn't creep you out at all that their head's just like...
No, I already have a demon in my house, so I see that shit quite often.
So yeah, I would say dolphins.
Because you can fuck them.
Yeah, because my dick is so hard for dolphins, dude. I see a dolphin and it's...
He's coming.
I'm cooming immediately. No, dolphins because they're so smart, the echolocation. They're I've seen dolphins maybe twice in my life, and you can tell that their intelligence is there. Like when they poke their heads out of the water and like fucking look at you, yeah, they look at you and it's like a dog or like they're smart
smarter than a dog.
Animals. Yeah, they're smart animals.
Well, they're just as smart as a crow.
I was gonna say.
Well, fuck crows, dude. I don't care about when a crow
You
looks
can
at me.
teach a crow to bring you shiny things and money, and they'll just randomly bring you shiny things and money.
It's beyond just shiny things and money. I mean, they legitimately, like, you can befriend crows. Like, they are, like, very, very intelligent birds that, like, you can just feed them and take good care of them, and they will remember who you are and, like, genuinely like being around you.
I think they say they have an intelligence up to, like, 13 years old, which is the same as dolphins.
And then something else interesting while we're on the bird topic here, which I
they
still
are real.
aren't real. I still can't believe you said owls. Like, I'm so thrown off by that. I never would have guessed it. But did you know that pigeons are just like apparently like a really great companion?
Yeah, I mean Mike Tyson loves them.
Are you saying that because there's a pigeon on the show?
No, he legitimately loves pigeons.
Yeah, Mike Tyson, if you look it up, has or had at least, I don't know now, several pigeons. Like he was like you said it, they're great companions. He literally befriended like. It's so weird seeing somebody who just like knocks people out for a living, being so gentle with birds. But if you look it up, in like the late '90s, early 2000s, he had like a sanctuary for pigeons.
Yeah, and they want to be pet. Like they do better as a pet. Like apparently, from what I was watching, which was I think just TikTok or something, but like, straight facts. But is like they live, I think 2 to 3 years in the wild or something, and like up to 15 or 20 years or something. She said, when they're in captivity, like they are genuinely just great companion pets that do really well with people. Which every time I hear about it, it just makes me want a pigeon, and then I stop and think about it, and I'm like, that would fucking suck. You just have bird shit all over your house all of the time. Like, or you put a diaper on a bird, which, I'm sorry, people who own monkeys, if you own an animal that you have to put a fucking diaper on, you're doing too much. Get a fucking cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, diapers are what the fuck. I mean, what role are you fulfilling there? Do you just want a baby? Do you just want a baby at this point? Because
It's still cheaper, and you can kill it whenever you want.
I'm going to pee.
damn.
Anyways, this has been Drunk Daddies. Check us out on TikTok.
Check us out on TikTok. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on YouTube.
Check us out on, I finally got it on all podcast streams except Apple, because
The light
I don't want to
is
pay
right outside. Great.
the $20 right now. But this has been good podcast. It's been Austin, Vinny, and Trey. What an impromptu podcast this was. Shout out if you like the new venue. We'll probably record at the other venue next week. We're looking to get a green screen for some flair. Please follow us, like, and subscribe on, I guess, all content if that's possible.
Yeah, what he said, yo, shout out if you like new glasses, honestly.
He got the cheapest ones.
I had the cheapest ones I could find, Ray-Bans. Literally, I'm not lying, Lens Crafters is expensive as shit. Don't go there. Go anywhere else. Thanks for watching, though.
Thanks for watching, guys. Look at the fucked up image.
Looks good.
Your head's halfway out, but
I
you're
don't
good.
care. All right, good episode, man.